As you all know, if you've been following this channel, we had a little scare with Dusty Rose with a lesion on her tongue that the vet could not quite figure out what it was without doing a biopsy. So it was small enough that we told him just to go ahead and remove the whole thing, and that was one of the options he gave us. Since it was so small, we said yes, get rid of it. And we had to wait for the lab results, and this past week we got the lab results, so stay tuned and find out whether she's going to be okay or not. As you all know, if you've been following this channel, we had a little scare with Dusty Rose with a lesion on her tongue that the vet could not quite figure out what it was without doing a biopsy. So it was small enough that we told him just to go ahead and remove the whole thing, and that was one of the options he gave us. Since it was so small, we said yes, get rid of it. And we had to wait for the lab results, and this past week we got the lab results, so stay tuned and find out whether she's going to be okay or not. Hey everybody, welcome to Life with Cindy Lee. And it's been a really busy week. Sunday we went to church, and then Monday went and got groceries, and went to the gym Monday and Friday. Didn't go Wednesday because I was busy doing other things. And on Thursday, I had the whole house myself, basically. Doug was upstairs working. He works remotely. And Chris and Bill had to go to Indianapolis. Oops, sorry. And so I had the house myself. And I spent the whole week working on cleaning the kitchen. And got most of it done. Pretty happy with it. I'm doing a series on decluttering and cleaning the kitchen, which I'll link at the end. I'll link it to this video so you can go watch what we actually did this week and last week. Actually, we've been working on the kitchen for the last 3 weeks, and we got the report back from Dusty, and it was something that I was worried about, concerned about. Not really so much worried. I had handed it over to God to take care of, so I was concerned. And so that's one of the reasons why I was working so hard in the kitchen, because when I get upset or when I'm thinking about something a lot and praying about something a lot, I have to be busy. So that's one of the reasons the kitchen got done so fast. But we got the results back, and it turned out to be a benign lesion, and I looked it up, and this is what it said about it.
Calcinosis circumscripta is a condition in dogs characterized by the deposition of calcium salts, often occurring in the tongue and other areas, particularly in young large breed dogs. Overview of calcinosis circumscripta. Calcinosis circumscripta is a condition where calcium deposits form in the skin and subcutaneous tissues, often appearing as nodular lesions. In dogs, these deposits can occur at sites of previous trauma, pressure points, and notably in the tongue. This condition is most commonly seen in large breed dogs under the age of 2, with German Shepherds being particularly predisposed. VCA +1 symptoms. Lesion appearance. The lesions are typically solitary, but can be multiple. They may appear as raised, irregular masses that can ulcerate and discharge a chalky substance. 2 location. While calcinosis circumscripta can occur in various locations, lesions in the tongue are significant and can affect a dog's ability to eat or drink. 2 other signs. Dogs may not show obvious signs unless the lesions affect mobility or eating. In some cases, the lesions can be itchy or painful. 24 sources causes. The exact cause of calcinosis circumscripta is not fully understood, but it may involve several factors. Genetic predisposition. There appears to be a hereditary component, particularly in large breeds. 2. Trauma. Previous injuries or pressure points can lead to calcium deposition in the affected areas. 2 metabolic disorders. Conditions that lead to elevated calcium levels in the blood can also contribute to this condition. 12 sources diagnosis typically involves a combination of clinical examination and diagnostic tests. Physical examination. The appearance of the lesions often leads veterinarians to suspect calcinosis circumscripta. 1 biopsy. A skin biopsy can confirm the diagnosis by revealing calcium deposits in the tissue. 2 blood tests. These can help identify underlying conditions that may contribute to the calcium deposits. 12 sources treatment surgical removal. The most common treatment for calcinosis circumscripta is the surgical removal of the affected tissue, which is usually curative. 2 monitoring. Regular follow-up may be necessary to ensure that new lesions do not develop, especially in predisposed breeds. 1. In summary, calcinosis circumscripta is a condition that can significantly affect young large breed dogs, particularly in the tongue area. Early diagnosis and treatment are crucial for managing this condition effectively. If you suspect your dog may have this condition, consult a veterinarian for a thorough evaluation and appropriate care.
Well, now that we know that Dusty Rose is on the way to recovery and hopefully it will not reoccur, she is finished with her medicines, and we have been training during this process, but not faux force training. So we're back to the complete faux force training of working longer periods of time and playing longer outside with more toys. She's going to get her frisbee back. We have graduated from the no-po harness to the regular collar for outside and for our walks most of the time. Some days she's a little stubborn yet. We still have to go back to the no-po. But mostly she's been doing really good with just the collar, flat collar and the lead. And she's learning her boundaries really well. And let's see what else with her. I haven't got around to making the her dog food yet. It's still in the fridge. I've been working on cleaning the fridge. But I hadn't bought anything from Amazon or anywhere else this whole past week, because I was waiting for the results. Wanted to save the money just in case I had to, in case we had to do more medicine or more stuff with her. But since it came back that everything's going to be okay, I went ahead and ordered my seeds. Was super surprised. I ordered them late one night and they were here, not the next day, but the day after. 2 days they were here. I was really pleased with that. So I got my seeds, most of them. Some of the things can't be shipped until it's the right time of year to ship them, like the sweet potato slips and the strawberry plants. I have to wait until the right time of year for them to come. But everything else came, so I can start planting my peppers. I ordered more sweet banana peppers. I ordered sweet banana peppers last year from a different company, and they were not sweet, they were hot. So I changed companies, and I ordered the sweet banana peppers. So I can start them next month in February. So at least I have my seeds, and I'm ready for them. The seeds have really gone up price-wise. A lot of them are sold out already. So if you have not got your seeds, go ahead and order your seeds quickly. Okay? What else? I also have a bunch of stuff in my Amazon cart. I'm surprised I hadn't got a sympathy card or whatever from Amazon, because I'm always buying from Amazon, and I had not bought anything. I bought something the first day at the billing cycle, and I haven't bought anything since. So I'm kind of holding off a little bit on these. I got 3 items in this cart, and 2 are mine, 1 is my husband's. And he says I need it until next month, so I'm kind of holding off a little bit longer yet, just to see if I can. But other than that, it's been a great week. So like, share, subscribe, and dream big, follow that dream, and remember, use each day to the most. Bye, everybody.